Hello YouTube, Psychofox here. So here it is, the last magazine I ever bought. Nintendo Magazine System, issue number 36 from September 1995. And that was the reason I bought it, because it's got the Super NES Doom review in it. A game I was dying to see reviewed, because I've been playing it at college on the PC. I was desperate to, well, I couldn't even afford a PC, but I was desperate to play it, so this gave me away. So I'd not bought this magazine for quite a few issues previous to this. I was really sort of getting away from games, and I was more into my music at the time. Into stuff like Blur, Oasis, Scholastica, Sleeper, Dodgy, a lot of Britpop stuff. But this grabbed my attention, and Doom turned out to be the last game I ever bought for the Super Nintendo. I sold it not long afterwards, but I did definitely enjoy it. Just memories of playing Doom were always associated with the smell of curing paint, because we had this big wood burning stove that we just bought that winter of '95, and it was the first time we lit it, and all the paint was curing on it, so it stunk the living room out. But me and my brother just sat there playing Doom and just ignoring the fumes. So every time I think of Doom, I think of a red hot living room with the patio door open, letting in freezing cold air, and the smell of toxic paint fumes coming off this cast iron wood burning stove. So we just got some previews at the start. Bloke who used to have spots. Preview of Mortal Kombat 3. I mean, by this time I wasn't really interested. I'd sort of fallen out of love with games. I mean, I still owned a Game Boy and still owned a Super Nintendo, but I would come to sell them up within about 6 months, and I eventually bought a PS1, but I didn't really play on that either. Like I said, I was more into my music at this time. Preview of Batman. Was it Batman? Yeah, Batman Forever. Super Bomberman 3 review. Another reason I didn't really buy any games was I just couldn't afford them. I didn't have a job. I was at art college in 1995. Caravan shooting collection here for the SNES. Don't remember that one. Got 82%. Special Reserve still going at this point. Bomberman 2 for the Game Boy. Yes, I didn't have much money, so Doom was quite a last big splash out, really. So we got a tips section here. Little tips using the screen warp technique in Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. You might remember I actually discovered that technique. Well, I was one of the first people to discover it anyway, and write into the magazine. Little claim to fame. Back in the Mean Machines days. So we got Primal Rage. Yeah, so this isn't the actual issue I owned, it's a replacement. I stupidly listened to my mum and chucked all my original Nintendo magazine systems away in about 1999 or I think it was about 2000 actually. But thankfully I kept my Mean Machines. Weapon Lord. Quite a difficult beat 'em up. Not played that one. £5 cartridge only in my local retro store, Weapon Lord. Got 92%. Here we go. This is what I bought the magazine for. This is what I shelled out my £2.45 for. Doom. Although it doesn't, it's not as detailed as the PC version, it is very, very impressive for the Super Nintendo. And these screenshots just really got me excited. Because it came out not long after this issue. It came out in, I think it was about October, possibly November 95. So yeah, 95%. So I did a fair bit of reading and rereading in that review. Like I always did, sort of psyching myself up for the game, getting ready for the purchase, talking myself into buying it, out of buying it, like I always used to do, thinking it's a lot of money. But no, it was worth it. I've since obviously rebought Doom and for the Super Nintendo, and yeah, it's still a good game today. Not graphically the best, but for nostalgia value for me especially. It's only 73% here for Castlevania Vampire's Kiss for the SNES. And that's a very rare and expensive game these days to own. But it didn't really get that good a score. So Yob's mailbag's long gone at this point. It's Seal. People sending in their pictures still. Still people's entrails coming out. Work in progress for games. Super Return of the Jedi for Game Boy. Madden 96 for Game Boy. FIFA Soccer 96 for Game Boy. PGA Golf for Game Boy. Little special on the Virtual Boy here, which didn't really do that well, but is quite an impressive system. I've never played one. I would like to own one, but I'm dubious as to whether I could actually see the thing without wearing my glasses. Yeah, it wasn't really made for people with glasses. It was made for youngsters with fresh eyes. Special feature on Plock and Rare Software Creations. So a bit of the development kit they've got running there. Games released now: Demolition Man, NHL 95, True Lies, Doom. That used to frustrate the hell out of me. Out now, and it wasn't out now. I had to wait another month or two for this to come out. Always used to piss me off that release dates were always later than the magazine said. So next month, what have we got? Killer Instinct. Some footballers you might recognise. I was never that into football, so I don't recognise anyone. Oh yeah, David Seaman, there we go. Got one. Who's that? Ian Rush? It's not, it should be. Yeah, and Beavis and Butthead on the back. So yeah, that's the last magazine I ever bought. The end of an era of buying magazines, which is really the bookend of my collection. So there they are, the first and last magazines I ever bought. Thanks for watching.